Happy Friday, everyone. It's April 24th, 2020. There are 29 days left of this academic school year. That is, if it's 2019-2020. We are moving on to the next standard to finish Unit 1. And then we will have done a video for Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, almost all of Unit 5. There's only 10 more left for that, and I'll do that after these. So we'll finish this standard, which is 4OA1 next week, which is interpret a multiplication equation as a comparison. Remember, getting that Google Classroom, I like how kiddos are seeing their other assignments, and they are doing some Flipgrid videos now, which will work on their speaking and listening skills. Okay? Remember, here's the 4-step routine for ELA. Imaginary reading, achieve 3,000, read books, and then do those Google Classroom assignments for all classes, not just math and ELA. Remember, there's science, there's history, there's writing. Okay, go to each one. And there's Miss H in sci-fi. Math to do. More kids are getting on Imagine Math now, which is awesome. Remember, that covers all the 4th grade standards. The goal is to get to 75 lessons by June. Okay, for instance, Jonathan, he's already done 10 lessons in the last 2 days. It's possible, but you have to get on it. Okay, let's go to the next problem. Let's wrap up Unit 1. Later on today, this Friday, I will send you out a quiz for the standard on addition and 4-digit subtraction. And then also, I will send each of you an individual email. We're going to start emailing each other daily to work on your writing and to always keep me informed on what you are accomplishing for each school day. Okay. Number 21. Sienna has 5 times as many books as Vicente. Vicente has 20 books. Which equation can be solved to figure out how many books Sienna has? All right, now I'll give you some time to read that one again. All right, here we go. And I believe this is 1. Maybe we'll have to fact check. All right, let's pull out the information. So this is what I know. And watch how I'm just going to pull out the information. I'm going to start right here. Okay? Sienna, check, check. Wording on word problems is absolutely critical. Sienna, 5 times. 5 times. Well, if you look at the standard, we know that we are multiplying, so 5 times is represented both ways like this. Okay, so Sienna has 5 times as many books as Vicente. Okay. So right here, we necessarily do not know how many books Vicente has yet. Let's just pull out that information again. 5 times, 5 times. Could represent it as a 5 multiply sign. Remember, you have addition, subtraction, times, multiply, divide. Okay. Vicente has 20 books. Now we know he has 20 books. So they did give us the information. It's right here. This would be step 2. Step 2. Here was step 1. Step 1. So when you are in the Google Classroom and you type your 1-sentence comment on an important step, you'd say, you know what, it's important to know that 5 times means that you multiply. Okay? All right. Let's make sure that this information's popping out. That's where I got this information. Sentence 1 done, sentence 2 done. Time for the question. This time I'm going to put the question all in pink. Which equation can be solved to figure out how many books Sienna has? Some people like to underline the entire question. Okay, I don't care how you do it, but here we go. These are all equations. Okay, so what does this mean? We set it up as an equation. Okay, So that's where that goes. Can be solved to figure out how many books Sienna has. Okay, so here's the goal. How many books? Now, in the previous ones, we were adding. This one, when it says 5 times as many as Vicente, you'd have to take 5 times, how many does he have? 20. So I'm going to represent Vicente in orange. And remember, Sienna had 5 times as many. Okay? So there's the equation. And to figure this out, remember our 0 trick from earlier in the year? Just carry that 0 over. 5 times 2 is 10. If you have trouble multiplying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all it is. Multiplication is just adding up groups of numbers super fast. You were doing this in 1st, 2nd grade, 3rd, 4th grade, 5th grade, multiply. Okay? 5 times 2 is 10. Don't forget that 0. So 100 books. That's it. So when we look at over here, notice how they had them switched around. Okay? So this one is subtracting. There's no way we are subtracting. I just told you that we're multiplying 5 times. By far, that is the most important word, times. I'll put a star next to there again. See where that comes up? 5 plus, again, we are not adding. So you had 2 equations down here. 5 times 20 equals answer. 5 times what equals 20? Okay, so we created this equation, which was right here. Now, just for this one, 5 times what equals 20? 5 times 4 equals 20. This is saying Sienna has 20 books. But that makes no sense. So a lot of these word problems, just go back and, just think about it logically. When it already says Vicente has 20 books, but Sienna has 5 times more, there's no way she could have 20 books too. Okay? So go back and forth on this. Take time. Okay, word problems takes lots of practice. Notice how I went through each word or number at a time. Okay, there's a lot of different strategies on solving word problems. Always use what your teacher instructs you to do. But in my opinion, I firmly believe you need to get 3 or 4 different perspectives. And then who knows, maybe you'll even create your own system, which is probably the most important. Okay, have fun with this, practice. Keep in mind, remember, there will be a quiz coming out later today, and it's on the standard for numbers 16 through 20. In addition, I will be emailing each one of you individually. Okay, have a good Friday, and still over the weekend, if you have time, get on, do your Imagine Learning reading. Remember, twice a day, that shows the fastest and the best growth. Keep reading those articles on Achieve 3000. Jonathan read 6 articles on Achieve 3000 the other day. That will definitely get him ready for college reading. Okay? Have a good day. Remember, email me, talk to me on Classico Dojo. Adios.